Hey, hey, hey. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to jump on here. I promised you last time that I did our flawless face that I would be doing cheeks and contouring with you. So I'm really excited to jump in because I feel like contouring is one of your makeup tips that can really change the shape of your face and give you a new look. So typically there's an average about 4 shapes of faces. The first one is those that have a heart shape. So it kind of has a widow's peak, and then their face forehead goes out and then it comes in towards the jawline. You have the second, which has kind of a broad forehead coming down and then has about a broad jawline. Then third is more of a circle and more of a fuller face. And then the fourth is an oval face, which is kind of more of what I got, where it's like oval. And so, ways that you can apply your cheek color is going to vary based on your shape of your face. And so, if you have a heart shape, you're going to want to start back in the hairline and come forward just slightly underneath and then stopping 2 fingers from your nose. And then if you have a more round or a square, if you have a square face, you're going to start back here and you're going to come on a diagonal and stop 2 fingers from the nose. That's going to give you some high cheekbones and give you definition for those that are square faced. If you have an oval face, you're going to start back here and you're going to kind of come more forward. And that starting in the back and coming forward is going to give you more of a definition and add some new dimensions to your face shape. If you have an oval face shape, you're going to start here and almost like a soft Nike check, come up. So you're going to start back and follow the cheek line and then come in, starting 2 fingers from the nose. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a cheek color. And we have brand new cream colors that you can actually decide to dab with your fingers. These are going to give a dewy, moist look to your skin. You can see the colors right here. You've got some peach, some neutrals, some berries, and pinks. And you just squirt a little bit out, you dab it on, and then you can take a brush and blend it. So I am going to show you a cheek color, and I am actually going to start back in my hairline, and I'm just going to softly go right in. So you can kind of see right in there. I went a little bit too far, and I'll blend it. So then you can see it gives me a little height of a definition on my cheekbone. I actually personally do contouring first when I do cheeks. And then I'm going to take that's why I used the wrong brush. I was using my foundation brush and I needed to use my cheek brush. That is what makes a difference, is those brushes, I tell you. Okay. So now I'm just blending and I look like, there we go. That way, if I'm not so close to the camera, I won't look like a clown, right? Okay, I'm going to take my powder brush and I'm just going to softly blend it. So that way, there we go. Okay, ta-da, with, before blending, after blending. Blending makes all the difference, right? How raw and neutral is this? Okay, so I'm just blending in with my cheekbone, and that's just helping me to tone it down, lighten it. And like I said, I like to do a little bit of bronzer usually before. So ta-da. Okay, so I can always add, or I can wipe if I've gotten out of my lines or have gone too high or too low or too far in. That way you can see that. Okay, now it's time for contouring. And we've got a deep glow, we've got a medium glow. So you can see this on screen. I'm going to do a dark glow. It gives a little bit more dramatic. So I do what's called a 3, and that's where you start in the hairline and then come right underneath your cheekbone and then right underneath your jawline. That tends to give you some contouring. And then I'll do a little bit down the T-zone to give me a nice glow or nice tan. So I can also just do right underneath here and call it good and then down the T-zone if I want a little bit more color. But for maximizing the contouring, we're going to use a little bit on the forehead, blending it. And then I'm coming in right here, and then I'm coming down right there. Okay, so you can see how this side of my face actually took on a thinner look, right? Compared to this side, if you're just looking straight at me. Now I want to match, right? Okay, so I'm gonna come back up here on this side. I'm gonna come right underneath and then right underneath. And then you can just blend it so you don't have any starting and no stopping. So that's the key with contouring. Now, if you wanted to, you could also do it with a darker powder instead of a bronzer. I've done that often, makes it look a little bit more natural. You can also do it with the shade darker if you've got some leftover foundations. And then that gives me my tan look. So if I ever feel like I've gone a little in, I can just take a clean brush and just blend it, and then that can help. The other thing that we have that I love as I'm maturing and I want to look younger is this Golden Glow. And the Golden Glow, I will just take a little bit of it and I'll just go right under here as a highlighter. And look how much brighter it made that area. Also, if I wanted to brighten up the area, I could take a lighter shade or concealer and I can just put it right in here in the eyelid area. And that will help to brighten. And anything that is bright, it will actually bring colors forward. If you are wanting to move stuff back, then that's when you'll use the darker colors. And that darker color is what gives you that contrast. So if you want to brighten, then you use a highlighter, bring it forward. If you want it darker, then you can push it back. If you ever kind of feel like you've gone a little bit in and it's not tending to blend, you can just come back with a little bit of your foundation. And isn't it great to know that sometimes you just need a little help with the correcting, right? And because it was a little bold on that outer edge, I'm just going to take some of this and go in. And again, if you want to know what shades are going to look best for you, don't hesitate to reach out, comment, or send me a private message, and I'll give you suggestions on shades. If you have green eyes and you really want to help pop the green eyes, I would suggest to use things that have more berries in them. And also it works great with brown eyes. If you have blue eyes, I would say to use things that have some copper or some peaches or corals, and that will really pull in the green for the blue and blue eyes. And then your berries and your corals will help with the green eyes too. So that can give you some ideas when it comes to contouring and making sure that you pick the right shades for you. You can jump on my website. You can go to your app that is in your app store. And what's cool is we have an app that's called the Mirror Me. And the Mirror Me actually helps to, the Mirror Me app allows you to try different colors virtually on. So then you can kind of see, how did that pop your eyes? How did that look on the cheeks do with your complexion? And so the Mirror Me app is super fun. You can find it in your app store, and it gives you a chance to virtually try on colors. And I think it might even allow you to try new hairstyles. I know we used to have one that did that. And then you also can jump on my website, check out some colors, and we can pick and choose some customized looks just for you if you'd like. So thank you so much for jumping on here with me. Thank you so much for taking and watching these videos so you can become confident in color, so that when you feel confident on the outside, it always starts on the inside, you guys. So do the personal growth so that way you will radiate out and you'll be attracted to the right colors that will enhance your natural beauty. So thank you so much for taking the time. If you'd like to learn more of some additional makeup tips, you'd like a one-on-one consultation, or would like to learn more about Mary Kay and how it works and our marketing plan, I would love to share that information with you. So thank you so much for your time. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. Bye-bye.